Nice little simple one. It's a G&G combat machine, probably a Raider L by the looks of things. We are going to put ZTI, and I'm going to try an FPS soft air, flat hop, and nub, because bugger it. But also because we are going to put this big ass barrel in it. Now, internal wise, I'm just going to service it, do my usual stuff. Other than that, yeah, let's go. Alright, so by the looks of that nozzle, I'm thinking someone might have put some stuff in this already. Sure, that's fine. For one, retro arms. Oh, and a quantum. So here's the thing. Retro arms. I don't much care for them. They seem to be better than the Pro Wins. Every Pro Win that I've ever tried to use in a gun or keep in a gun that was already there just didn't want to hop properly, and then putting like a crappy £2 SHS rotary or whatever in there was, you know, improved it. So yeah. Retro arms, I don't know. I've done a few. Oh yeah, he's shaved that bit, has he? But maybe I'll try it in something else where I don't need to worry about, you know, range and stuff and consistency. Quantum hops. Bloody hell, that is on there. I have seen conflicting information about these. It used to be that, oh, they're great if you use 0.28, so they're great if you use 0.32s, but then the same people turn around and go, but it doesn't affect me because I use 0.4s plus anyway. Some say they're better in HPA. Whatever. Yeah, we'll move that to the side. So, yeah. And then you flip it over and it's like, oh, it's an Allen key. Yeah. Yeah, let's crack it open. Seems to have been full radius, whether that's machined or not. Allen key. Oh, Allen key. Allen monster. Oh well. Gonna keep this in for now. So let's see what is inside this bad boy. We have G&G gears. That's not surprising. They are pretty decent. Interesting. So, oh, they've fucking AOE corrected. So they've took that down. Fair bit of grease, but not that much of a problem. Better than zero grease, maybe? I don't know. Everything else seems pretty standard. They've just wired in the FET. I'm going to take off the AOE correction, methinks. That is a double O-ring nozzle. Gonna guess rocket SHS. So that comes in. Has it been short stroked too? So yes, that has been short stroked. Oh, it's been short stroked. It's been short stroked off the pickup side because they've corrected and they've had to wipe this off. So that's a new sector gear. I'm going to completely remove that then because, to be fair though, the short stroking, not bad, clean enough, but they didn't take, that's so weird. So that's coming round, it's picking it up at 12. You don't pick up at 12, that's just how it is. But then it's releasing there, right? So that is short stroked, but it's lost 2 teeth. Well, that's getting replaced. That's probably getting binned. The rest I will absolutely keep if they're in good nick. I'll see after a clean up, but they do seem to be alright. So I'll probably give it a clean, give it a cheeky reshim maybe. I don't know. I don't know how well that was working because it cycled. The guy was using it. I don't know how effective it was when he was using it. Yeah, well, get rid of that. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that off without cutting it off. Look how thick that fucking AOE shim is as well. Air seal's bang on, so that's fine. So this is why I'm a bit weird, like iffy with gates, because gates are iffy. So that is a 7.4 Lion. Will not work. Absolutely will not fucking work. Same with a 7.4 LiPo. But if I put a 9.9 Lifey in there, or an 11.1, which is more than likely what this has been run on. Right? 100% that has been run on an 11.1, which is fine. But that has killed the motor. The motor just does not want to sound nice at all. It's just screeching. So the motor's fucked. The plate, the metal plate that sits in there, that wasn't there. It disappeared. So I'm guessing that fell out at some point and they didn't realise. But yeah, that definitely needs to be in there. What does it chrono at? Is what I want to know now. That certainly fires. What we got? 1.27 joule. 370. Well, fuck it. May as well short stroke. I need to short stroke by 2. Take about 30, 40 FPS off. Never mind. I tested it on 2.8s and that's 330. So I'm going to test it on 3s. No idea what those fucking BBs were. I do know that if I set this to the wrong thing, it does like to fuck up, so maybe they weren't 3s after all. But these are 1.06 joules. 275.9 on a 3. Which is 337. So, right there is a good example of joule creep. I have gone from 2.8s, which was 332, to 3s. On the same setting, same gun, I changed nothing else, just the BBs. And we gained 5 FPS, which is fucking weird. Magic. But that's still legal. Yay. Cool. So that is ready for the game day then. It is shooting 3s very fucking straight. And what's weird is that flat hop, when you look down it and you turn your hop, it only really sticks out by like a couple of mil. But maybe that's all it needs. I don't know. Normally you see like quite a protrusion. But, it works. The whole, fuck it, it works. We don't question it, alright? But I'm going to see how that works on an actual game day. Well, I'm going to give it to my friend. And he's going to basically fucking torture this thing. Because that's what he does to guns. Field testing. So, the things I changed for now, it's going to have probably like a dirty silencer on front when I finish with it. But for now, change the piston and piston head. I changed the sector gear. Gave it the old re-shim, re-grease, all that kind of stuff. Changed the motor out for a KWA high torque. Added a plate here. Added the fake mock bolt on the other side because why not? And then for the game day at least, took these off, another gun, and grip. Put a big old barrel in it. ZCI poly rotary, you know, the usual. And the FPS flat hopper nub. There's definitely a lot of active brake on this Warfare gate thing, right? Because that is still a bit warm now, and I wasn't even spamming it. Like, I was going at most, which is a bit spammy, but like, yeah. It defo doesn't like this mag. Yeah, it'll do for a game day, and then I'll get a mag for it or something. Yeah. Right, so this got took to a game day, and typical Airsoft game day fashion, it was being a bit of a twat. So, I am absolutely certain, with the fact that this says CA on it, usually means Classic Army, could just mean fucking writing or whatever, but that would explain why that doesn't line up. Like, it's bigger than that. So, regardless, this top receiver is definitely not a G&G. You can even see there's colour differences, right? Which that's fine. It fits on, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes that doesn't come without a little teething issues. Meanwhile, the FPS flat hop, it definitely needs, say, like a heavier nub or a nub arm modification maybe. Because it doesn't really allow that much hop. So I had to put it on basically 75-8% hop to be able to hop a 2.8 or a 3, which is fine. It was shooting straight and such, but that's, you know, it's a lot. So maybe I'll put that in something else. I would say something that already has quite a bit of pressure on the nub. So maybe an AUG. You can get massive barrels in those, flat hop in that with that kind of arm. Maybe that would allow you to use 2.5s and 2.8s in it. or even 2s if you really want them. But I've taken that out and put the quantum thing back in because I want to test that. I have also shortened it a little bit and added a cheeky little suppressor that is embedded, integrated a little bit, and that also stabilizes that quite well. The barrel that I originally put in there, I have cut this amount off and give it a good polish on the inside so it doesn't look as rough as that fucking thing does. And so obviously it doesn't feck with everything else. I also took out the gate because that gate only allowing a 9.9 or 11.1 was a bit weird, and also it had a lot of active brake on. You'd do about 5 shots and you'd feel massive heat from the pistol grip, which that's not great. I could have just swapped it out for the other one that allows the 7.4, but again, they have a lot of active brake on, and whether or not they can be tuned, I don't really have the cable, the app, blah 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 bullshittery. I can just put it back to a standard thing and then leave that for future upgrades if this gun ever gets them in terms of MOSFETs and stuff, right? So that's fine. I also changed the spring out because it was really annoying. So this should be less power. Before it was what, 335, 340, something like that. It was close. So this has now got a shorter barrel, which might knock about 10 FPS off. So now we can put a 7.4 in. Safe, semi, auto. Original Switch systems. You can't spam them, they won't like it. Right, so let's chrono it. We gonna do is put it on a 7.4 and we're gonna do 2 8s. What are you saying? 273. No. How about now? So no on that spring then. No on that spring. So that's basically 350, 351. I've put a Macaron 60 and a Mega Nub in there because it just gave better results. Changed the spring guard out, put a buffer thing on it, and I changed the spring. Alright, so I did get it firing straight, so I know that side's good. And it was firing pretty decently, but there was a bit of lag, and it might have just been that the motor was fucked, so I've swapped it out for that one for now. And then I've just decided to swap the other 2 gears out as well, because I initially thought they might have been a bit mashed along with the first one, so bugger it. And then I put a stronger, or just a new one, anti-reversal latch spring in there, because that was very weak. Good. So I tested it on 2 5s, 2 8s, 3s, all shot fine, which is always nice. Cycle's nice, shoots nice. Yeah.